Hello, Gemini. Here we go. We are going to do your October Venus retrograde love and soulmate reading. So we shall see what is in the cards for you. Today we are doing a special reading with the animal medicine cards, and so if your sun, moon, or rising is in Gemini, or if you were a cross watcher and you're involved with someone whose sun, moon, or rising are in Gemini, this may resonate for you. If it does not resonate, let me know. Get a personalized reading with me at simplerockcarolina.com/dream. I can help you clarify a lot of things. Today we're doing this special reading, which is the Sun Lodge spread, which will help us understand how your soulmate and your lover sees you. So I am going to get the page that I need in my book. Excuse me, Gemini, this is very embarrassing. I had it ready for the other signs. Here we go. Okay. So I'm going to clear the cards and shuffle them a little bit. Make sure that we take out all the energy from the other readings that I've been doing and cleanse it and get a very clear reading for you. I thank you very much for watching, for following me, for sharing this out, for giving super hearts, for donating. There are links in my profile for all of those things. If you want a personal reading, go to simplerockcarolina.com/dream and you will be able to schedule a reading with me there. And yeah, so I am Chandra Sangat, your modern medicine woman and oracle, and I can help you figure out what is going on and what will happen in October during this Venus retrograde. For Gemini, I'm getting a very interestingly playful energy. I feel like there's a lot of change happening for all of the signs, but for Gemini, it's going to be very, very interesting. So I have several Geminis in my friends circle, and yeah, let's see what the cards have to say. So first I'm going to pull the cards, and then I will move the screen so you can see where they're at. Okay, so Gemini, what have we got? We need one more. We need one more good mix here. One more good mix. Okay. They're mixing nicely. They're shuffling nicely. You've got some easy energy going on here. Geminis are flexible. They're you know, more flexible than the other signs. So I think that you will have a slightly easier time during this Venus retrograde. Yeah, this is not going to be too bad at all. Okay, there we go. There we go. All right. So we've got the East. Ooh, fancy. Very fancy. Ooh, very interesting. The Weasel's coming up a lot for all of us. The Weasel has come up for all of the signs that I have done readings for in different spaces. Wowzer. Wowzer, wowzer, wowzer. This is a beautiful reading, Gemini. This is a beautiful reading. So let me go ahead and see what the cards have here for us with this here deck. Alrighty then. Alrighty then. I love these Rider cards. I'm going to get the vice versa deck pretty soon. I'm excited about that. If you're watching me on YouTube, do leave me comments. Let me know if this resonates. If you're watching me on Facebook as well. If you're watching me on my personal Facebook page, then make sure to follow Simple Rock Carolina on Facebook, because I will not be posting these on my personal Facebook page after this month. After this round of readings, I will not be posting them anymore. If you would like a personal reading, once again, simplerawcarolina.com/dream. It should take you right to my website where you can schedule your readings with me. I'm very, very happy to do. I have several different decks that you can choose from, and we can do either live or recorded readings. If you do recorded readings, I generally we can do a little bit of back and forth, figure out which deck you want to do via email, and then we can go from there. Okay, so the Sun Lodge spread. Gemini, how does your soulmate feel about you right now? What does your partner or lover feel about you? So, in the East, let me show you the cards. So we've got the Elk in the East, the Grouse in the South, the Dragonfly in the West, the Weasel in the North, and the Crow in the center. So the East card is an indication of how the person sees you spiritually. This is really, really cool, Gemini, because you must have been tapping in to your spirituality very intensely. You've got one of the first cards in the deck, and that's a lot. Your partner sees that you have a lot of stamina. Your partner sees that you are extremely strong. Your lover, your soulmate, sees that you are attracting love very intensely. So this is a very, I feel like your partner and you have a very sort of, your soulmate and you have a very well developed relationship. I see a lot of wisdom here. I see a lot of abundance. I see a lot of really deeply connected spirituality. I feel like your partner understands your spirituality very well. It's a very strong sort of medicine. And the fact that they see you as the Elk says that you are very strong. But the other thing is that they also know that you can run yourself to the ground, Gemini. So while they know that you have this amazing strength, they see that sometimes you may not be in your power when you work yourself way too hard. So that's very interesting, and this is about your spirituality. So in the South we have the Grouse. This card is an indication of how the person is likely to interact with you in response to in relation to the material world, how they see you in relation to the material worlds. 34, Gemini. Let's see, Sun, Moon, or Rising. Sun, Moon, or Rising, the Grouse. Wow, okay, the Sacred Spiral. Grouse of the Sacred Spiral leading us on to reach the everlasting heights where we can live as one. So this is very, very interesting. I think they see you as being extremely connected to, this is also a very spiritual card. So they see your connection to the material world as being a spiritual connection. I think, Gemini, you've probably been working really, really intensely on connecting yourself to your spirituality, and it's taking over the rest of your life in a very beautiful way. I mean, and it's a very magical sort of medicine, the Grouse. So I think they see you as receiving abundance from just manifesting it with your thoughts, and that's very, very interesting. So that's how they see you in in relation to the material world, to the manifested reality, is that you have the power with your spirituality to manifest whatever it is that you want, Gemini. Beautiful. So in the West, we have the dragonfly. This card is an indication of how the person is likely to interact with you in response to your deepest desires. This is really beautiful, Gemini, because the dragonfly is about the dream world, and I think your soulmate is willing to do whatever it takes, including getting lost in the dream world and possibly getting lost in an illusion and making everything seem perfect for you so that you can receive your deepest desires. Dragonfly breaks illusions, bring visions of power. No need to prove it. Now is the hour. Know it, believe it. Great Spirit intercedes, feeding you, blessing you, filling all your needs. So like I said, they are willing to do whatever it takes to satisfy your deepest desires, which is really, really cool, including diving deep into a world that they know they may not ever be able to get out of, but they're okay with that. Number 4, in the North, we have the Weasel. This card is an indication of how the person views you intellectually. So this is very interesting. Gemini, you are the Weasel intellectually. You are extremely cunning and intelligent, and you can squeeze yourself out of any sticky situation, and you are extremely, extremely cunning. And you know, they see you very clearly, and this is very good. This is very good. It's about stealth. I want to read the little poem for you. It says, Weasel, 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 who's in the hen house now? If I were to ask you, you'd say it was the cow. And that's the whole point, is that you, Gemini, are so intelligent and so ever-changing. The two sides of you can definitely make people believe things that maybe are not true, or you can make them so. And especially with the grouse, the elk, and the dragonfly, you've got a lot of really magical creatures in your spread here. They're all about the magic. So your soulmate sees you as a very magical creature, and it's very, very beautiful, and it feels like they see you very clearly. They admire you and they see your power. They don't focus on your weaknesses because they see your strengths as much more important. Now, in the center of the spread, we have the crow, which is all about the law. This card is an indication of the total view this person is likely to have of you. It suggests how they will immediately respond to your presence. They see you as a shapeshifter. They see you as the knower of the past, the present, and the future. You may be a medicine man or a medicine woman, and they recognize that, and they also have a lot of deep respect for that. I feel like, Gemini, you're in a really good space right now with your soulmate. Whether you are with them or not, they recognize that you are magical and that you are to be respected. You are not to be messed with. There's also a little bit of, not fear, but healthy distance from you, in the sense that they know that you can take them to places that are really deep and could be dark, but they also trust and they have a lot of faith. So that's a very interesting reading, Gemini. Let's check what the past, present, and future has in store. So let's check that out. I'm going to move these cards a little bit. And let's do these right here. And I'm not looking at the comments. If you want a personal reading, please go to my link and schedule one. If you are leaving comments on Facebook and YouTube, I always check all of the comments and I read through them, and I'm very grateful for all of your support. One way that you can support me is by giving super hearts on Periscope, and another way is by donating. There are links in my profile for all of that. And you can also schedule a reading and get some guidance from the angels and the guides. It's really very cool. Okay, Gemini, let's see what's going on with the past, present. Where have you been in the past? What does this Venus retrograde have for you? I feel like it's going to be a time of deepening your relationships. This Venus retrograde is going to expose the things in your life, the people in your life. It's going to expose the truth. People will show their true colors to you. You will be able to see right through them, and you will know who you can trust and who you cannot trust. And it doesn't mean you're going to cut any of them out. I don't think you are. But you will know who is in your circle and who is not in your circle. So that's very, very cool. All right, let's see. There we go. We've got the King of Swords, where you've been, where you're at, oh, and where you're going. Okay. So the King of Swords, actually, these guys all, I feel like this one is like that. Okay, so the King of Swords, I think you've been in a place where you've had to sort of speak your truth and let your voice shine through. And that's, you've been in your power, and then now you're sort of in this interesting space of you're feeling a little shaky. There's things in your life that are shaky, and they're putting you in a really strange place. But there's still a lot of abundance. It just feels like you've been in a storm. It's a very interesting card. I'm seeing like a hurricane or a tornado, and it's possible that a lot of you are watching and have just been through a hurricane or a tornado in physical life. But having been through a storm, I feel like you've been larger than life, and something in your life, you felt like you were larger than life, and something happened that made you come right back down to the ground, like put your feet on the ground and was like, get your shit together here. You are not larger than life, but you are, Gemini, because you are a magician. You are a freaking magician. So the universe needed you to ground yourself so that you can get to the next phase in your life, which is epic manifestation. I mean, you've seriously got this amazing garden just waiting for you to manifest all of the beauty and abundance that you know you can. You have every single thing that you could possibly need, and you will have literally no excuse whatsoever not to manifest everything that you've ever wanted in the positive. Seriously. And you're ready. The other thing is that you're ready. You're about to come into an epic moment of being so ready for this. Like, you've been preparing and preparing and preparing, and the universe threw you a massive challenge to switch it up. And that's possibly where you're at now, emotionally and mentally. I feel like you're a lot in your head. You're thinking a lot. You are an air sign. You may also have Libra in your chart, or even Aquarius. But I feel like you're grounding, and so this Venus retrograde is going to ground you in a way that's going to make you so amazingly powerful. Like, this magician is so grounded. I feel like this strength coming from below and connecting to above, and it's really, really amazing. So that's a really beautiful reading, Gemini. That's very, very cool. I'm really enjoying doing these readings, and I hope that you're enjoying watching them. I am going to leave it at that. If you want a personal reading, if this resonated with you, do let me know in the comments. I will read all of them. If this did not resonate with you, also let me know and get a personal reading. That would be really the best way to make it so that you receive the best guidance for you. These are general readings for an entire month, so this may only resonate for some people for some of the month and not the rest, and that's okay. So thank you very much, Gemini. I am Chanda Sangat, and I will be back very shortly. I do have my shows that I do Tuesday through Friday, so you can always watch them on Facebook, Periscope, and YouTube. Yes, awesome sauce. Thank you very much. I will see you all again very soon.